Yo guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another video. Now today we have the preview of Bristol City, who Middlesbrough play this Saturday down at Ashton Gate. It is the 5:30 kickoff on Sky Sports, so make sure you are watching if you're into the Championship football. But big game down at Ashton Gate this Saturday. And am I confident for this game? Yeah man, yeah, proper confident. Nah, not really. I'm not as confident as what maybe I should be, given the run of form we've been on. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, we have won games, but I've said before we need a bit of consistency. And if we get a result against Bristol City and we beat Ipswich and we beat, if we beat Ipswich and beat Bristol City, consistency then starts. But we've got to start beating the teams above us, teams around us as well. There's no point beating the teams that teams at the bottom, which have been beating. We need to start beating these teams. Now, Bristol City are above us. They're 5th. Now, that's come back to the question of, am I confident? Well, Boro don't really beat the teams at the minute that are above us. So, we've got to play Bristol City. And this game will not be easy. I will actually leave a poll in the top corner, one of these top corners. And it'll say who will win the game on Saturday. Something around them lines. And you can have a little vote, yes or no. And like I say, you guys can pretty much... you guys can have a little poll on who do you think will win and who do you think won't win. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. Don't get me wrong, I'm very excited. As I always am. Same. I think any football fan in the world gets excited when they get to go to a football game, home or away. I do love a good away day. It is a far way to go as well. Bristol City, it's out down the road, man. If we get beaten, it's freezing cold. I've got a long journey home. It's about 4.5 hours away, so. It's a trek, man. It's about a 9-hour round trip, depending on how many times we stop. So hopefully Boro can, give me something and give the rest of the travelling Boro fans something happy to go home with. Although Bristol City, they want this win. They win this and they've got 8 points clear of Boro in the Championship table. They are currently sitting on fifth place in the table as well. So they're going good, Bristol City, and I think they've shocked a few people, including myself. I didn't expect them to be right up there. Especially when Tanny Abraham, obviously. It looked like Bristol City were going to secure him. He didn't. Obviously, he moved on and whatnot. And then when he left, I thought to myself, Bristol City, are they going to really be the team they were when they had Tammy Abraham in the team? But they're obviously showing that they can do it without him. So Bristol City are doing very well. But I do like the manager, Lee Johnson. I like him a lot. I like the Bristol City manager. I think he's a fantastic manager. He's young. He's a young manager as well. But he seems to be managing the game pretty well. He's managing his team fantastically. So I'm a really big fan of the Bristol City manager. And obviously Ashton Gate. Now Ashton Gate, I've been there once before. I don't remember how old I was, if the truth be told. Now, if you remember this game, you'll be able to tell me how old I was in the comments. We played Bristol City, and we drew 2-2 to them in a cup game, and Boro were 2-0 up at the time, down in a Malcolm Christie score. Now, Malcolm Christie hasn't played for Boro for a long time. Now, he was the one that scored the first goal or the second goal. Anyway, the game went on second half. Bristol City brought it back. They got the 2 goals. We went back to a replay at the Boro ground. We went to penalties, I believe, and Boro beat them on penalties. So even that was a tough game, and that was so many years ago. But if you remember that game, let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's how old I was when we played them. Long time ago. But it's a nice stadium. It has been done up now since the last time I went there. When I first went there, you know what I mean, it was a bit of whatever. It was a bit of an old stadium, as it is an old stadium, Ashton Gate. But they have done stuff to it now. Brand new stands and whatnot. So it looks really nice. I'm really excited to get there, to be honest with you, to look at the new stadium. Obviously, when I went last time, where the fans sit behind this side to go towards the tunnel, I sat far away from the tunnel last time I went, so I'm almost in the opposite stand. But I'm very excited to get there. I do like Bristol City away, so it'll be a very good away day, I hope, depending on the result. Now, if we lose, will I rant? Listen, I'm not going to say I'm not going to say I will. You guys have to watch Boro Fan TV on YouTube and subscribe to the channel and like the Facebook page if you haven't already to see if I will rant or not. But Bristol City manager Lee Johnson, who I've just previously spoke about, he came out and said this is a 6-pointer. Now, as we know, these did the double honours last season as well. Sorry, not last season. The season that we went up, Bristol City were the team that did the double honours to beat us 1-0 at our place. And I'll tell you when that happened, August 22nd. And I was at that game. I remember paying my way in, sat in the stands. I remember watching that game thinking, what am I watching, man? What am I watching? I remember it was the deadest performance I've ever watched a Boro in a long time. That was promotion year. I remember the beat us 1-0. I remember just being sat in the stadium thinking, what the hell, man? What has happened to us? Seriously, what is going on? Anyway, in that season, Boro got promoted, but that game wasn't great for us. For Bristol City, it was. Anyway, we went back to their place, didn't we? Later on that season, we went to go and play Bristol City on 16th of January, and they beat us 1-0. Aidan Flint scored it. I remember it was a corner, he put it in the back of the net, and they beat us 1-0, and that was the time they did the double on us. And Bristol City, I'm sure they feel very, very confident. The fans, the team going into this one. You did the double on Boro in their promotion year as well. Massive year for us, massive season, but they actually did the double on us. Now they've got to play us again, so I'm sure they're feeling very, very confident. As I would be if we were playing Bristol City and we did the double on them, and obviously in their promotion year, for instance, I'll be very confident going into this one as well. So I say their manager describes this one as a 6-pointer, as I have explained. If they do beat us, they do got 8 points clear, and if they have got it down, I've actually got it all written down in front of me right now. Bristol City, man, they could be third. They could be third in the Championship on Saturday night if Villa and Sheffield United lose. They lose their games, they actually go up to third, which is amazing for Bristol City. Do you know what I mean? Fantastic for them. They're then going to 37 points as well. And they're having a great season, man. Having a terrific season. As for Boro, we are 7th. And if we win this game, we can't go any higher up. Well, I think we go level on points with Derby at 6th. So we're joining 6th if we do win. But, we could still stay 7th, depending on the goal difference. But if we lose, now this is a bit, if we lose, we can go down to 11th, depending on if Sheffield Wednesday, Leeds, Nottingham Forest and Ipswich all win, and Boro lose, we can go down to 11th. So, yeah, that isn't great, is it? Come on, that isn't great. But, both teams need the victory. Boro maybe need it more than what Bristol City need it, but that's just from me saying it. Obviously, they want it more than what Boro want it. I want it more than what they want it. So, hopefully we have a great game of football on our hands. So, I'm going to talk Bristol Cities. I'm going to talk Bristol City a bit more in depth. So, as you always do, we'll go through their last 5 games. And to be honest with you, the form's good as well. There's nothing I can say bad about Bristol City now. There's nothing I can say bad about them. Because they're doing absolutely fantastic, you know what I mean? So they've won 3 games. They've drawn 1 and lost 1. It's fantastic, to be honest with you. That's a great little stat to have. And they beat, away, they beat Fulham 2-0. And we obviously got a draw. That's a tough place to go. The Fulham ticket is over here somewhere. It should be, I think it's that one there. That's a Fulham ticket from this season. They beat Cardiff at home 2-1. And they beat Hull away 3-2. And that whole City game, wow. I mean, I looked at that game. Bristol City were getting beat until the 61st minute. They were down 2-0. They came back and won the game 3-2. You know what I mean? Never say die spirit. Do you know what I mean? Them guys want to fight till the end, man. And when I seen that, I was thinking, bloody hell, do you know what I mean? That's an amazing comeback. And in the space of 29 minutes, you come back and you win the game, man. What a fantastic comeback for them. The team that they drew against was they drew to Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday, tough team, but yeah, they drew to them 0-0. And they lost at home to Preston 2-1. So the only positive Boro fans can say from that is that they have lost a game at home. Can they lose another one to Boro? We will see on Saturday night. Who knows? As you know, I've gone through both league positions for both teams. So we'll go straight to their top scorers. And they've got a player that I can't pronounce his name. Bristol City fans, I apologise. I can't pronounce this guy's name. But I'll try my hardest to pronounce it. He is his second top goal scorer this season. The first one being Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid's got 11 goals and 1 assist. I don't particularly know the player. I don't recognise the name. I'm sure he's a fantastic player. I'm sure I know all about him on Saturday evening. But Bobby Reid is top goal scorer. Then it's the guy that I can't pronounce, who is the second top goal scorer. He's got 6 goals and 1 assist, and he's called Famara. Now, this is a hard name. This is a hard name to pronounce. Famara Diedhawu. I don't know how to pronounce that name, genuinely. So he's got 6 goals, 1 assist. I'm sure you can spell it out for me in the comments, Bristol City fans, to show me just how you say that name. I've got no idea on how to say that name. If he scores a hat-trick past us, and I rant, I'm just going to say Fam. I'll say Fam scored a hat-trick past us, because I can't pronounce his name. And then the other one, the third highest top goal scorer for them is Aidan Flint. We know all about him. He got the goal for them that beat us 1-0 the last time we played Bristol City at Ashton Gate. So he's got 5 goals. And we look at the Boro. And the Boro one quite interested me for our third all-time top goal scorer this season. But look at our first top goal scorer this season. And it's Britt Bolonga with 11 goals. A lot of people say it's a waste of money, the 15 million. To be honest with you, it's not that bad of a waste of money. He's got 11 goals for us so far. So the price of 15 million, I don't want to say it's too shabby. It's alright, that. The second one is Martin Braithwaite, who's got 3 goals and 1 assist. And the third one is Lewis Baker. Lewis Baker's been out of the team for a long, long time. And he's got 2 goals this season. So, yeah, I mean, he's not really looking, has he? I mean, he played a couple of games at the start of the season, played a couple of good matches, but he's been dropped ever since. Now, look, if you sort of look at their head-to-heads, like I said, you know what I mean, I've pretty much gone over the head-to-heads. They did do the double honours, unfortunately, but Boro fans, well, obviously it was good for them. Wasn't so much good for us. Now, I'm going to run you through my 1 to 11. This is a 4-2-1-2-1, if that makes any sense in this world. So, four defenders, 2 holding midfielders, 1 central attacking midfielder, and 2 on the wing, and then 1 up front. So, in goal, the guy who made the mistake, but I can't drop him really, it's going to be Darren Randolph. He's going to go in goal for me. I know he had a little bit of a blip last game against Derby when he couldn't clear the ball. You know, mistakes happen for goalkeepers. You know, I'm sure they hate these sort of errors, but he's going to play for me. He's going to go in goal. My back 4, 1 change, and you cannot see who the change is. The guy who I couldn't, you know, the guy I went through pretty much on obviously my review on Brother Fan TV. Ayala, please. I mean, and I've said it before. That guy, right, can be so reliable at times, and they can be such a letdown at other times. And this so far this season, don't get me wrong, I've spoke highly about him sometimes this season. But I don't know why, because he's not really showing me to why I should speak highly of him, because he just keeps making these silly mistakes on the pitch. So, the back 4 is Christie, Fry, Gibson and Fabio. My 2 holding midfielders, they didn't play at all in the last game. Howson was suspended and Ledbetter had a late fitness test. Now, if he's going to pass it, great, he's going to play. If he doesn't play, it has to be Adam Clayton in for him. But so far, it's going to be Johnny Howson and Grant Ledbetter. My central attacking midfielder is going to be Martin Braithwaite. Who I absolutely love watching that position. People say he should be up front with Sambalonga, should be out on the wing. I personally like seeing him in central attacking midfielder role. My right winger is Stuart Downing. My left winger is Johnson, and my striker up front is Britt Sambalonga. That's my team, and that team for me is good enough to win a football match. But it needs, you know what I mean. We need to come together. You know, the team needs to work for each other on Saturday, and then we can get the result. It's going to be a tough game this Saturday evening. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be really, really tough. But we have to be on it, man. We have to be focused, and we have to go for the win. So, hopefully we get the win. If I have to give you a prediction, given the way we've just played against Derby, I mean, a good first half, poor second half down to defensive mistakes. If we take away the defensive mistakes, all right, for me, the game ends maybe 1-0 off the Randolph blip. Bristol City good at home. It's hard, man. It's hard to give you a prediction for this one. I won't go for a draw, because I don't think this will be a draw. I think 1 goal will separate it. I'm going to go for a Boro 2-1. That's my prediction. I'm going to go with an Aidan Flint, go for Bristol City. And for Boro, I want to see the man score a goal, so I'm going to go for Johnny Howson. I'm going to go for Martin Braithwaite to get the goals for Middlesbrough. I'm going 2-1. Let me know your predictions down below. I will leave a poll on the screen for who will win this game. Have your say in the poll. Just vote yes or no. And like I say, we will see who comes out on top this Saturday. Hopefully it's the Boro. So yeah, hopefully we can get all 3 points and you know, keep on marching up this table. And please, Boro, have some consistency. That's it. You guys take care. And yeah, come on, the Boro. Let's show Bristol City let's show Bristol City that we can take the 3 points off them at Ashton Gate this weekend. You guys have a safe Wednesday. And I'm off to go and do some FIFA and that and just chill out. You guys take care, and I'll see you again soon. Up the Boro!